Okay. Networking troubleshooting questions, hardware troubleshooting questions, and this Outlook and VPN. These things also we're going to discuss. What is Active Directory? How to tell that answer? So few things we'll see. So first we'll finish this hardware related, then we'll go to the remaining points. Okay. So in the recap, we'll see the most another commonly asked question is, if your system is slow, what you will do? Or if your customer saying that their system is slower than usual, okay, so what you will do? Here it is. How many points you are able to remember, that many you can tell. But how many things you are understand, you are able to tell easily. So those are all first answers. Okay. I put almost 17 points here. So out of 17, if you are very good with the 5 points, tell the 5 points clearly. That is very important. So knowing of 17 points, nothing is clearly is very dangerous. Okay. So which one you want to tell first? That one you can tell easily. Okay. The first commonly I tell it is, your currently my system become slower than usual. Suddenly it has become slower. So what I have to do? Check the task manager. Go to the task manager. Check what are the services are running in both background and foreground. What are the processes are running or applications are running in both foreground apps and background process also. For example, this particular task I am not required to run. It is utilizing more CPU and RAM resources. Then what I have to do? Either I will close this one or end the task. Look at this, CPU 10%, memory 73% utilization. So memory is 73%, utilization only availability is 4.2. So what I'm doing is I am closing unused applications or unused tabs. I'm closing this Microsoft Edge browser because right now I'm not using. I'm done with that work also. So now it is the availability RAM is increases and on CPU utilization also reduces. So like that we can increase system speed. Any process utilizing more resources or unnecessary process are running, better to close it. So this is a simple and easiest one. You can also see the Google Chrome browser 35, it is showing 35 process running. It is almost taking 3.5 GB RAM, almost 3.5 GB RAM. It is utilization. Okay, availability is 4.4 only. Okay, so what I'm doing is I can't close this browser, right? I will go ahead to close certain tabs. So here it is, I've opened one LinkedIn tab, so I'm closing that one. This tab also I'm closing. This is we are using, so I'm not closing it. This is not required, so I will close it. This is required, no, not required. Okay. So this is also not required. API explain, maybe I will watch it later. Okay. So either I will close it, I will leave like that. WhatsApp is important, I will keep it like that. Okay. Yeah, this YouTube is also not required, so I will close it. So if I close certain tabs, also see RAM utilization availability RAM increases, burden and CPU reduces, disk utilization also reduces. So then, so load on the system reduces, system performance improves. You can tell like that. So load on the system reduces, like CPU utilization, memory utilization is reduced. So then load on the system is reduced. Okay, so close applications which we are not using. Close the browser tabs which we are not running right now. That is one simple task like this. Close application if you are not using right now. Of course, if you check this, Microsoft Teams also utilizing resources. Okay, so it is. But what happened if I close this one? Our meeting is closed. If I close the complete Google Chrome browser, this tab I closed it, I can't able to show this thing. Okay. Already I downloaded as a PDF. I shared that PDF too also. Already I shared it. So please check it that PDF matter. Okay. So this is simple, right? So closing of application which you're not using, close the browser tabs which you are not right now not using. Second, okay, end the task. End the task, certain services. Right now it is not utilizing. So end those tasks also. For example, this service is running. See CC cleaner, C cleaner running here. Right now not required. Just you can click it, end the task of that services. Not required. So unrequired services also you can do. Background services, direct application is not showing, right? So it is, you can end the task also. Okay. Even if you end, it will run. So don't worry, that is the end the task. Next. Okay. Remove temporary files. Remove temporary and prefetched files. Go to the run, open the run command. So practice how to open run also. Put a percentage, temp, percentage, percentage, temp, percentage. Okay. See, these are the temporary files. Actually, temporary files helps to run your applications and your data smoother, faster. Okay. But sometimes these more number of temp files are created. Normally, temp files will be cleaned after shutdown the system. Sometimes these temp files not cleaned after the shutdown. So you have to remove it. Okay. If it is not cleaned after temp files means temporary files. It has to be deleted once you shut down your PC. If it is not removed even after you shut down your PC, select all the temp files. Okay. Shift delete. Press Shift plus delete. Shift delete. Okay. It will show permanent delete. Permanent delete. So click yes. It delete majority of temporary files. Some temporary files not deleted. You can click try again or you can just click skip. Just select this option. Do this for all current selections. Skip. Some are not deleted. Why? Because that related application or a document is open. That's why it is not deleted. Okay. Some are deleted if that related application is not open. Okay. Another temp. This is user temp file. Another one is temp. This is system temp. Percentage temp is user temporary files. This is system temporary. You can see under Windows temp. Okay, these are our log files. What are the system happen? These log files are created. You can also select all, delete. Okay, some are we can't able to delete it. Just skip that one. Okay, another one is prefetch. What is the prefetch? So any application you open for first time, that application files has to be loaded and application will be open for first time you are open. Okay. So what happen if you are open for the first time, it take times, but second time you open, that application related prefetch files help you to open application faster. Again, prefetch is also temporary. When you shut down the PC, this also will be removed. Prefetch is also will be removed, right? If it is not removed, then you have to delete manually. Just click on continue. Select all, shift to delete. Yes. Okay. So I deleted all the PF file, means prefetched files. Resource monitor, service monitor. Okay, okay. Very good. We'll see that. So like this, Remove temp files and prefetched files help you to system run faster. Next, clean browser history. Go to the browser, go to the history, and in history, so try to clean, delete browser data and select all time and select every option and delete. What it is, it helps your browser to run faster. Actually, these temp files are help you to run, open the browser and downloading the data is faster. Regularly using websites. Okay, that is load very quickly with the help of this history. Oh, network disconnected. Okay, it's connected back. Good. Immediately connected. So some network disturbance. Okay, clear? With the browsing history, it helps you to. So normally, history will help you to load your website faster. Okay, data loading is also fast. But sometimes this browsing histories, browsing data, catchy data also slow down your browsing and utilize your resources. So that's why it is better to clean it if in case of system is slowed down. Okay. So these are quite easy, 1, 2, 3, 4, this kind of stuff. Okay. And we'll go other things. Delete unnecessary data in the C drive. Yeah, he asked one question, that is, what is the service monitoring, resource monitoring? So this is processes. You can see all your application or background processes, their resource utilization. So task manager 2.5%, 5%, 1% like that. And memory utilization, disk utilization, network utilization. See the Microsoft Teams, CPU utilization, memory utilization, disk utilization, network utilization, like that. Each and every different applications are their services or process utilizing resources individually. This is performance monitoring. Means what is the CPU performance? Total utilization of CPU utilization, total CPU utilization. This is total memory utilization. How much total memory? I have a 16 GB RAM. Okay, I have a 16 GB RAM. Out of 16 GB, 6.7 GB is available. Means utilization is almost 9 GB. 9 GB is utilization. Around 9 GB is utilization. 6.7 GB is available. Okay, these are resource monitoring. Okay, see my disk. How much disk read and writing currently? Network also. How much total network sending and receiving packets through our Wi-Fi adapter. So these are a resource monitoring. Where is this? Services. These are the services. What are the services running in your system? Okay, their status is running services. These are stopped services. Okay, what services running in your system right now and what are the services not running? Of course, to check the services clearly, you have to open services. This is complete services. Directly, you can see what are the services. You can manage the services from here also. We'll come back to the services again. Now only just to check it. Okay. This is our process performance, startup apps and services we will discuss again. Okay. What is startup application also we're going to discuss. Resource utilization and each application or a process, their resource utilization from the task manager. Okay, 3 dots, 3 lines. If you click here, you can check it. Okay. these three lines. So now what are these options? Like symbolical also you can connect. Of course, resource separate monitoring is also there. Resource monitoring is also there. Not this one. The old system, we have this kind of resource monitor. Okay. Yeah. Another one is delete unnecessary data in the C drive. If you look at this PC, the C drive is showing a very less disk space. So lesser the disk space, it's very difficult to load and execute data in the temp locations and virtual memory locations. So better to delete certain data from it or put the data into some separate disk. For example, in my downloads, I have an important document is there or important application is downloaded. So I will keep it in a separate location. I have another data like this. Okay. Yeah. Recorded videos. That is not required, no longer required because we are uploading to YouTube. Then better to delete it if it is no longer required. If required, keep it in a separate location like a external hard disk. If not required, delete from your system. It helps you improve your system performance also. Okay. So see that C drive can gain a certain free space. It is not enough just to show purpose only. Okay, some of things I deleted, but also check any big files are there. So it is 1 GB data. Better to transfer into the other locations. Okay, so Control C. In a D drive, I am keeping separately in the this location. This is OS file. So Linux operating system. So from there 1 GB I transferred. See again 1 GB free space from it. Okay. So like that. From the documents, pictures also, you have any unnecessary data is there, copy, send the data to different locations. External hard disk or another drive. So delete unnecessary data in the C drive or transfer any necessary data from C drive to another drives or including external hard disk also. Do the disk cleanup. Go to search, type disk cleanup. Because in the Windows 11, this disk cleanup direct option is not available. So you have to go to disk cleanup to do the search only. So click OK, select the C drive, list OK, and select all these options and see what are the unnecessary data in your system. It clean up all your temp files, thumbnails, recycler bins also you can able to clean up from here. Also system related files also you can able to do it. Click on the system files. Okay, it includes your system related files like a downloaded, updated files also there. Okay, those files also it will be you can able to remove it. But when you do disk cleanup, guys, better to close all applications. What are the currently open applications are there? Better to close all the applications. Then you can do it. Let's just click OK. Then it will remove all your temporary files, thumbnails, downloaded Windows files. All these things will be removed. Disk defragmentation. Normally, nowadays we are using this what we say SSDs. Defragmentation is optional. But our system by default, our Windows system by default, weekly once it do defragmentation. What is defragmentation? Go to the C drive and properties. Go to the tools. Then you can find optimize and defragmentation of the drive. You put a data. Data is inserted into the drive and reading, writing, modifying, deleting. So a lot of activities are happening on the data. Not only data, not only files, application files also there. Application updated, application deleted, application installed. So lot of changes are occurring. So data normally arranged in the disk in the proper format. Based on the file system, it will arrange the data in the one format. Now, by reading, writing, modifications, deleting, storing, that the data arrangement will become disturbed. So fragments are created, data fragments are created in your disk. To remove these fragments, arrange the data properly to increase the data, to increase the disk performance. To increase the disk performance, reducing fragments. What to do? Click on optimize, select analyze first, analyze how many fragments are created, then optimize it. Normally, it's scheduled one, weekly once, automatically it will run that defragmentation on the disk. Okay, it's in our Windows common. In olden days, like Windows XP 2003 server time, so we have to do the defragmentation manually. No scheduling. We do regularly every 3 days, 4 days. We do the defragmentation to reduce the fragments to improve the disk performance. Disk is perform well means faster running also. Second one is error checking. What is error checking? It will check the file system error. So before you are running this file system checking, better to close all the applications. Any open documents, folders are there, please close everything. Then you open my computer, this computer, right click on C drive, properties, tools, error checking. Click on check, scan the drive. It will verify any file system errors are there. If it is there, it will repair also. Okay. The file system errors also causing slow data read and write. So then your system become slower. So these are the disk related techniques only. Okay. Deleting unnecessary data or transfer the data from C drive to any other drives. Okay. Try disk cleanup to remove all your temporary files and prefetch thumbnails. Okay. Downloaded internet downloaded files like that. We can remove it. Defragmentation to remove the fragments and optimize your disk performance. So error checking, use it to file system error. Any file system error occurs, system disk performance reduces. So to find out the file system errors and repair the file system, use error checking options. Okay. Again, these 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 4. Totally 8 points we discussed up to here. Next, uninstall applications. I have lot of applications. How to uninstall an application? Go to control panel. Okay. In a control panel, you can find programs and features like this. Go to programs and feature like this. In a category mode, go to programs. There you can find programs and features also. Go to programs and features. Check the list of your applications. And if you find any application occupying more space or any application is very older, right now you are not using that application. Or some application you installed recently but no longer require that application. Either it is old or a new one. If application is no longer required or application occupying more space and occasionally you are using, so better to uninstall that applications. I have a lot of applications in my system. Some are already uninstalled it, some still it is available. If no longer required, just uninstall that application. Some application may require in a future. Some applications are very difficult to install and configure. Some applications are licensed based. It means that license key we do not have right now. So that's We have application, that time we install and register, right now running, and we are not using it. So this is Open RPA. I forget I installed it also. Recently I installed, but when I installed also, I didn't remember properly. So better to uninstall that applications. It's no longer required, for example. Okay. So some applications no longer required, some applications may require. Some application occupy more disk space. See, it's a 1 GB, it's a 1.14 GB, 900 GB. Okay. If this application is regularly using, yes, keep it. Not using, uninstall it. Okay. Uninstall the application if you are not utilizing right now. Okay. What is the advantage of uninstalling of application? Application is removed from your system means the first thing is it will disk space. You gain the disk more free disk space. Okay. Second is background process. Some applications runs in your background. So it is utilize your CPU and RAM and disk and network utilization. So it is load on your system also. So better to uninstall that application. So load on your system also reduces. Sometimes some application runs in the background. Next. Change the service startup type to manual or disable. As I said, service management. Go to services, open services. You can open this one directly from run services.msc. The command is services.msc. Click OK. Then this will be open. Or you can go to control panel, services, open services also it will open. Either way you can open. See, some services are running, some services are not running. Some services startup type is showing automatic. For certain services, startup type is manual. I will give you one example. That is the C Cleaner 7. Right now it is running automatic mode. For example, when I power on my system, I log into my system, certain services will start automatically. System related services are there. User based application related services also there. Certain services compulsory it should be start. Like a network related services. Okay. User login related services, disk related services. Okay. So like certain services compulsory, it has to be on. Bluetooth related services, USB, plug and play type of services. Okay. Application installer related services, right? Some services compulsory has to run. Certain services not required to be start when system is started or user is logging. So you have to change the startup type. Okay. See this C cleaner runs when I log into my system automatically. This C cleaner service is started. It is unnecessarily, no, it is not important right now because when it is running, it utilizes my resources. While it is running, it is utilizing my resources. But I'm not using it, but it is running. Okay, so what I can able to do, I'll change from automatic mode to manual. If startup type is automatic, the service runs automatically when system is started or user is logged in. If a startup type is manual means the service do not start immediately when system is started or user is logged in. Automatically it won't start. When it will start, either user open that application or certain triggers, time triggers or maybe other service triggers, then only it will start automatically. Okay. So you can keep it, startup type is manual. Disable mode. Startup type is disabled. Means service never starts. If you want to start the service, you have to change from disable mode to manual mode. Then you can start it. Okay. That is changing the startup type to manual or disable mode. I will give you one more example. In my system, I installed MySQL database server application. Right now, I'm not using MySQL database services. Last month, I took a classes for a batch, mainly AWS class. Okay. So out of all modules, one cloud class also there, AWS class. So for that, people have to show how to access AWS database MySQL from my client. So then how to synchronize that, some practical we have done. That time I used it. Okay, I installed this one so many years back, so many days back. Okay, occasionally I will use it, not daily. Right now I'm not teaching MySQL. When I required, I will use it. When I not required, I don't use it. If in case this MySQL application startup type is automatic. What happened? When a system is started, when I log in, this MySQL server application runs automatically in my system. If it is running in my system means, okay, it utilizes my processor, RAM, disk, network resources. Means load increases on system. System become slower automatically. So this type of application, occasionally I'm using, that time only I will start it manually. Then I change startup type to manual. Means I have to start this service manually, then only I can able to interact with it. Or otherwise I will keep it in disable mode also. Okay. So that's it is manual mode. So certain services we keep it in manual mode, some are in disable mode, some are in automatic mode. Okay. Last time I got a problem with one of the class system. What is the problem is it's keep on updating. It's a virtual machine. If it is updating, while system updates, system becomes slower. While system is getting updated also, background it is updated, system become slower. But that's a virtual machine, not required to be updated. Then I went to the Windows update. I went to the Windows update, change the startup type to the disable mode. So never start. Okay, change it to disable mode. But it is showing manual trigger. What is manual trigger? If a system is started, this service won't start automatically. When it will be start? When system check every frequent of time, every week, every particular interval of time, system automatically check for any updates are available. If that triggers, that time only this service runs. Otherwise, it won't run. If it is disable mode, it never runs. Okay, it never check also. Okay, this is services. So what is the point I've written? Change the startup type to disable or manual in the services. Okay, for certain services, not all the services, some services you have to keep it. Startup type, disable startup applications. Again, go to task manager, see the startup applications. These are the startup application guys. What are the startup applications? See, the status is enabled, for some status is disabled. If status is enabled for a particular application, the status is enabled. What is that meaning? When I start my PC and log into my computer, these applications start automatically. These applications starts and run automatically. So when I log into my PC, these applications will start automatically. Okay. Some applications are really required to start. Some applications are not really required to start. For example, you see mobile device, Copilot, okay, phone link, Power Automate desktop application, again Copilot, Xbox, some terminal, these some applications it is showing, see, Open RPA, Google Chrome browser, okay, even Edge browser is also there in it, FDM. So certain applications are really not required to start at a system start time. So what I've done, I made them disable. For example, I think this service must be started when system is started. So I kept them in a enable mode. Later I realized, no. When system is started, this service should not be started. I will start manually whenever required. Application should not be started. Then I'll keep it disabled. So disable the applications in startup application, disable the application which is not at all required to start at the system start. Okay. Why these are enabled? Because most of my work with the Microsoft Teams only. So when I came to office, power on my laptop, login, this Microsoft Teams should be start automatically because I want to check my organization messages. Any task is given. And even our classes also Microsoft Team based only. Okay. Ink features. Of course, to write, taking screenshots, writing on the screenshot, everything I use this one. These are updated. This is my antivirus user interface. So I'll keep it like that. Some are required. Of course, OneDrive synchronization is also required for my system because organization system, OneDrive is important. So I kept certain things enabled, remaining are disabled. Okay. Disable startup applications, which starts when your system is started or log into your system. Go to Task Manager. In the Task Manager, Startup Apps, check the applications. Which application not required to start when system is started, you can disable it. Next. Earlier, I told remove temporary files, go to run and put percentage temp percentage, delete it. Next, temp files. Next, prefetch. Clean the browsing history. Okay. Or do the disk cleanup. Do the disk cleanup. All these things we can able to do it individually. Okay. But you see, this is CCleaner. CCleaner is a application. Like a CCleaner, lot of applications also there. One of the application is CCleaner. Of course, it is a paid version. Free version is available. Temporary free version is also available. You can use paid version also. Paying is not important, but just application. Some application like a CCleaner application. You can use applications either CCleaner or like a CCleaner applications. Clean your system. Means once you run the CCleaner in your system, okay, it will find any unnecessary data is there, prefetched data, temp files, okay. All these things it will be clean. Please wait until done. Use health check. Custom clean. So these are the things you have to browsers, registries, okay. So how much junk is there inside? You can select even a browser history also. You can remove it by selecting it. Okay. So I am not clean and fixed, just a scan now. Even if I select a Chrome browser and all, but they are running right now. Okay, Edge browser I can select it, but Chrome browser currently running. So first I will have to scan my system and by selecting everything and find out how many things required to be removed, temporary files and all. Once I found it, just I click on clean and fix. Those things will be removed, means all temporary files, prefetch file, internet download files, all these things will be removed. Windows downloads are 12 GB individually, report is there. Okay. Audio, video, so a lot of things are shown. Okay. Issues. Okay. So first custom and clean and fix it. So it will remove all the temporary. Even registry, it will clean entire your registry also if it is possible. New update is not giving properly, but you can clean the registry. Means you install an application, use it for few days, and then you uninstall the application. After uninstallation of application, you must restart your PC. So then your registry get updated. If you forget to restart, even you restart also, there is a missing application information is there in the registry. To remove that one, you can go to CCleaner, registry, select all, and scan it and find it. Just only registry scan. Scan your registry, any registry breakages are there. Then clean and fix it. That's a one. Okay, registry cleaner. Okay. So you want a more advanced features, then you have to pay. So clean your registry, clean your system, help your system performance better. Next, use antivirus. Scan your system with your antivirus, guys. Use any antivirus. You can use your system. What is that? Windows Defender. You can use Windows Defender to scan your entire system, find out any malware, spywares, trojans, viruses, anything it is ever happened. So they can scan it, find it, and neutralize it. Move to the chest or a vault. Or if you have any separate antivirus, so run the antivirus and scan entire your system. Of course, my antivirus is not local one, it's centralized antivirus. That's why it is scan and pop up. It send that report to the service. Okay. You can use an antivirus to scan your system. These are the event logs. These are the quarantine. So it is not found any virus kind of stuff. You can click on scan the system, full scan, or you have a lot of time, then you can go with a full scan. If you have less time, then you can pick scanners. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Just scan your system to find any virus or malware or spywares. Or you can use Windows Defender to scan your system. But what I written here is do not use more than one antivirus. Guys, in your system, Windows system has a built-in Windows Defender, which is act like an antivirus. If you install any third-party antivirus, your Microsoft Windows Defender will be disabled and third-party antivirus will be active. Means either one, it will be active. Sometimes both are active also, no problem. Okay, both are active also, no problem. But some people use like this. I have already McAfee. Then I install Kaspersky also. McAfee is there, Kaspersky I install it. Another antivirus. So antivirus, what it will do, you click anything. You try to open an application or a document, or you open a browser, you search something. See, everything happening in your system will be verified by antivirus. If nothing, no malicious kind of stuff, no suspicious in it, then it will allow you to open it. Otherwise, it will block it. That's an antivirus system. Now you are having two different antiviruses, two third-party antiviruses. Each antivirus will scan each other. So you want to move your mouse from one corner to another corner, it will take half an hour time. System become dead slow. So that's why better to uninstall any one of the antivirus. Use one antivirus is good. Using of two active antiviruses, danger. You buy any new laptop, so from you with the laptop itself, you got a one antivirus. Only it will work for 3 months or 6 months. So when you are purchasing a laptop, check with your vendor from where you are purchasing, which model, which company you are purchasing. Better purchase from offline mode. So then you can ask so many queries. Okay. service places like go to Dell and buy, go to Lenovo and buy. Okay, or repeated companies go and from there purchase stable company. So if they provide an antivirus as per the list, they said it is 1 year validity. But when you purchase and check it, it is only 3 months valid. You can ask why it is 1 year validity, why it is 3 months. Update the license key for 1 year. Okay, after 1 year, again you have to renew it. Okay, so renew cost is very high. Okay, same thing, license. So if license warranties, please verify before you have started using. Okay, check with your vendor shop. If you purchase online also and find out with the company email or a phone number and to clarify on it. So that's very important. Okay. Anyway, do not use more than 191. Increase RAM capacities. In my laptop, I have a 16 GB RAM. In my laptop, I have a 16 GB RAM. Okay. 16 GB RAM is there. So 6 GB available right now. So running better. For example, your RAM capacity is 8 GB. Think like my RAM is 8 GB. Okay. It's not enough to run all the currently running things. It's not enough. So more load on my system become slower. Better to increase your RAM capacity so then your applications runs smoother. Next. You tried everything, almost all every solution by deleting data from C drive. Even you delete lot of data from C drive, but it is still showing a less memory, slow system. You optimize your disk, but still it is showing slow reading and writing. You install an application, still it is showing more load on your system. You disable all your startup applications, still it is slow system only. You use a CC cleaner to clean all your registries and your system, temp files and everything, but it is still slow system only. Then one or two things you can do. One is this. If nothing works, try to reset your computer. Try to reset your computer. Go to the settings. In the settings, go to system. There you can find a recovery option. Recovery. In this recovery, you can find other options. Reset this PC plus other. First try others. Fix problem without resetting your PC. Run the troubleshooting wizard and specify what kind of issue you are facing. Try to fix that issue without resetting it. Just fix the problem using Windows update. Sometimes recently you got updated. After update only, you are getting system slower. Then you have to install the recent updates. Finally, reset this PC. When you click on reset this PC, it will give you two options. Okay. What are the two options? Keep my files, remove everything. Remove everything means it remove your data, applications, settings also. OS will be loaded. Keep my files means all your personal files will be available. The files are will be available, but only thing is it remove your it remove your applications and settings, and it reload the operating system. Means you don't lost the data with the first option. And don't do it, guys, until unless it's like a last option, because resetting this PC will take minimum 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours minimum for a basic system. Means system does not contain heavy applications or background processes or data. Okay. So then you can try reset. So within 3 to 4 hours, it will be resetted. If you are using more applications, more data, okay, then it will take lot of time. Okay, reset this PC might help you to improve your system performance. Okay, you can lose lot of applications also. Okay, your system become like a fresh system. one advice. If you want to give it to your friend, then you can give this advice. What is that? Change your old system hard disk to SSDs. Of course, your friend having old laptop or old desktop. In that one, hard disk is there. Then you can encourage him to change it to SSD. Why you just go to the friend? Why? Because SSD cost is there. Earlier 1 TB of hard disk is there. You want to replace with a 1 TB of SSD. Cost. Second, data transferring. So first system, first hard disk, what is the data is there? Same to same, you have to replicate to second one. Means you have to do the mirroring part. In the mirroring process, again you have to convert your disk into the dynamic disk. So another challenge. Disk changing, buying the SSD cost. Transferring data, mirroring your original hard disk to your new SSD, the data same to same mirroring, it will take time and cost. So that's why this is not for us. It is if someone as their system is slow, even they increase the RAM capacity, even they run this, they remove all the temporary files, also system is slower. Then you can give this idea, change your hard disk from SSD to, sorry, hard disk to SSD. This is about a service management, guys. Automatic manual. You guys understand what to tell if system is slow, what to do. Okay. Not required to be tell all the 17 points. Which points more catchy to you? Yes, you should understand that one. So which points you are understand, which points you are able to explain at the time of interview. If required, you are able to show them. What are the things you will able to do to improve your system performance? Closing of application, okay, closing of the browser if there are no longer utilization. Remove the data from C drive or transfer data from C drive to another drive using disk cleanups, disk defragmentation, file system error checking, uninstallation of application, stop certain services from start at the time of system start, like a change the startup type to manual or disable mode. Disable the startup applications in the task manager. Okay. If they are no longer required to start immediately when system is started. Removing temporary files, prefetched and temp files. Clean up the browser histories. Okay. So what are the currently application utilizing more resources? Okay. Close that application, end the task of that application or a process. Okay. Resetting might me help to improve your system performance. Increasing RAM capacity, convert your hard disk to SLT also. So these are the things. So try, practice, and make it your own answer from it. Means choose your options, correct. Choose your answers. All are correct only. Which one is you feel better, you can start using. First 10 is very important. First, these points. Scan your system with antivirus. In case of virus is affected, also it required. So that point is there. I didn't write it, but you have to add that point. Scan your system with any antivirus. And do not use more than one antivirus. Along with Windows Defender, you can use one more antivirus, third-party antivirus. But if you are using any third-party antivirus, you should not use any other third-party antivirus in the same system. Yes, understand this? Any questions regarding system slow, what to do? So last time I shut down option disable in registry. Other time while checking, I disable logical unit to 2 instead of 16. Mm. Disable logical units 2 instead of 16. You can disable shutdown option. That is, I know it. In registry or group policies also, you can remove the shutdown option. Possibility is there in both registry and group policies. This is I don't get it. So what is logical unit numbers? Hmm? Registry based troubleshooting is also an important factor. Don't understand this. Okay, okay. That is fine. In MS config, generally my processor is 4 core 8 thread processor. So it is 4 core 8 thread processor, 8 logical processors are there. So but by default only one single processor running. The number of processors running is 1 by default. You can increase it to the higher level to make it all the processor running at a time to for a multitasking and improving performance to increase number of processors. So total logical processors are 8. I can increase it. Click OK. It will be. In case if you reduce it to 2, for example, already it is running 8 or 16, then you can reduce it to lesser also. So lesser processor are running, better battery life. Better battery life. More processor running, more heat generated, less battery life automatically. Okay. But if you reduce number of processors from higher to lower, your system performance also reduces. If it is reduces, comparatively it is reduces, then increase it back. Okay. So it's the number of processors. Very good. Okay. Yeah. So of course, you can explain those things to your things. You can also verify how many number of currently running processors. Next one is virtual memory. Virtual memory. Increase the virtual memory also help your system performance. Virtual memory. Not only physical memory, virtual memory also you can increase it. Currently, my system RAM is 16 GB. What is the maximum virtual memory I can able to allocate? That is 16 into 1.5. Okay, 16 into 1.5 means up to 24 GB virtual memory I can able to specify. Okay. Go to the settings. system, about, the lot of options is there. It is easy to go for it. Advanced system settings, advanced system settings. In this one, performance, performance. Go to the performance and settings. See best performance. See best performance means lesser appearance. Less appearance, better performance means appearance purpose, process also running, that will be reduced. So then performance increases, but appearance is decreases. Best appearance, look is good, but performance reduces. Let Windows choose. Means Windows will decide what is the uh, ratio. They will verify it. So it will balance both performance and appearance. This is also to improve the system performance. Advanced. See the in advanced tab, you can see virtual memory. So this is my C drive. Unselect this automatic because system secure disk allocate some space for the virtual memory automatically. You can increase it or decrease the things. Like go to the custom size, initial size and max. The initial size is 16 GB, maximum is like a 24 GB. Like that you can specify it. But in the MB's format, you have to do it. Okay. In the MB's format. Increase the virtual memory also to improve your system performance. Increase selecting best performance, also increase your system performance. Increase number of processors, number of active processors, also improve the system performance. Okay, very good. Okay. We'll go to the BSOD, another very important question in your interview. BSOD. After BSOD, we'll take some break and we'll see what are the left things. Already I shared one document, right? In that one, lot of hardware related questions also there, networking. Check the question and answer. Then compare with the previously asked questions also. Okay. BSOD, blue screen of death. Blue screen of death. It is a stop error. Normally, errors occurs, you close it, cancel it, like that you can do it. But you can't do anything, you BSOD occurs. Blue screen of death. It's a system error. It's a stop error. System is suddenly stopped. A blue screen appears on the screen. You can't close it, you can't minimize it, nothing you can do it. Entire system is stopped and it is appears like this blue screen of death. BSOD. And bottom of this error, you can see stop code. The stop code indicating what actually happens inside the system. By that one, you can understand what happened to your system. Somewhat. Or search in the Google, Microsoft site, what is this stop code telling? So troubleshoot according to it. Or understand what happened. Okay. BSOD, blue screen of death. It is a stop error. It's a system error. So when BSOD occurs, so system stopped, a blue screen shows on the screen and tells that what kind of stop error code. And why this BSOD occurs? Any conflicts are occurred inside a system. Hardware related conflicts. Okay. Incompatibility hardware is installed, new hardware is installed, but it's not compatible with your system. Incompatibility, sir. Okay. Incompatible hardware. incompatible hardware. Um, Hardware incompatibility are conflicts between the hardware devices, their memory addressing, IO addressing, IRQ numbering conflicts, hardware to operating system, device drivers conflicts, incompatibilities also causes BSOD. Very less application related issue. Okay, very less in the application related. Application related issue is very less. Okay, next. What causing the BSOD? Next. If BSOD occurs, what to do? So first is what is BSOD, why it is occurs, what to do if BSOD occurs. 1 second. Okay, what happened? What you do if BSOD occurs? First, BSOD occurs, it will show the screen like this. See, 60% complete, 80% complete, 100% complete. Let it complete because it is telling your PC ran into a problem, need to restart. We are collecting some error info and then we will restart for you. Means our system is collecting error information related to this BSOD. Okay, it's collecting that. So in that process, you have to wait. Let it 100% completed. Once 100% completed, system restart itself. Once system is system is restarted, then if you don't get a BSOD again, if you do not get BSOD again, means the issue may be resolved. Generally, these conflicts, inside conflicts, means software to hardware conflicts, are device drivers to the device conflicts. Okay. So hardware device related conflicts are occurs. Conflicts are incompatibilities occur, you got a BSOD. Blue screen of death. Okay. So these conflicts automatically resolve when system is restarted. Sometimes system is restarted, you do not get a BSOD again, means issue may be resolved. Issue may be resolved. If you don't get that issue again, issue is resolved. Most of the time in Windows 10 and Windows 11, if any BSOD occurs, it won't repeat it. Means once it is restarted, it will automatically resolve it, max to max. Second, if BSOD occurs, system is restarted. After restartation of system, after system restarted, again you got a BSOD. You got a BSOD, system restarted. After restart, again you got a BSOD. What to do? Then you have to do the troubleshooting. First, understand what is the stop code it is showing. Based on the stop coding, you can understand where is the issue, what causing this kind of issues. Second, in generally, if you install any software or if you install any device drivers or update the device drivers, okay, or you change some hardware related settings, or you change the BIOS hardware settings, you attach a new hardware. So after that, you are getting a BSOD. Any cases, you got a BSOD. Then what to do? Uninstall the application. So what are the things you have done just before BSOD occurs? You have to revert it. If you install an application, uninstall it. Install a device drivers, uninstall it. If you update device drivers, roll back to the previous state. If you attach a new hardware device, then remove it. You change the BIOS settings, then you got a BSOD error, then change back the BSOD settings. Okay, so this is, yes. Sometimes we are unable to uninstall the applications or settings, you can't able to do it. You done some kind of settings. So you can't able to go back to the previous. Okay. You update your drivers, or you update your application, you install some device drivers or applications. You have to go back to the previous state because you got a BSOD. Maybe there's a uncompatible, which one you don't know. You can try to do system restoration. System restoration. So try about your PC, go to the system protection. So this is system restoration. Okay, make sure it is on. Okay, if it is not on, go to configure, select turn on the system protection. If you want to create a system restoration point, click on the create and put some name or number here. It create a point. You want to restore before the point. System restoration point is created. It's created by the Windows update only. So when system is got updated, it automatically created this point. You can create manually. If I restore my system earlier to the system restoration point, that after this system restoration point, what are the applications I installed or updates I have done, settings I have changed, everything go back to the previous state. So select scan for hardware affected. See, these applications will be removed. These applications will be restored. See, 20126. This is 20152. This is a recent version. It will be gone. Older version will be come back. Okay. So like that. If I got any problem, then I can try system restoration. Next step. Guys, we are getting BSOD again and again. So it's very difficult to troubleshoot while system running because system not running. Runs, BSOD occurs, again restarted, again BSOD occurs. So what to do? Go to the safe mode. What is a safe mode? Safe mode is a safe mode is a minimal operating system. Safe mode is a minimal OS used for troubleshooting. In safe mode, certain devices not works here. Certain services do not work here. Background application, background services do not work in the safe mode. Not even a full GUI mode also you don't get it. You got like this, a blank screen, GUI screen only with minimal load only. So what are the troubleshooting you can do it? You can do it in a safe mode. You want to go to system restoration point, you can go from here also. Do you want to uninstall any application? You can do that one. You can remove the device drivers, uninstall it. Just you can do it from there. You want to delete a file, you can delete it. You can copy the file or move the file from here also. You can able to. In safe mode, nothing works. Okay. So how to go to safe mode? Power on your system, press F8 button. Sometimes you have to press Shift plus F8 button. Then go to the safe mode menu screen like this. Select safe mode or safe mode with networking. Then you can go to this. Okay. So if you go to safe mode and you didn't get a BSOD in safe mode, BSOD not occurs means it is not a hardware related issue. Okay. So if BSOD occurs, go to the safe mode. In safe mode, no BSOD occurs means it's not a hardware related issue. So it is a software related issue. Try to restore your system using system restoration option or uninstall any recent applications or device drivers, updates or installed application. You can do it. Then try to find it. Okay. This is BSOD. Once again, 3 point wise you have to tell. What is BSOD? Why it is occurs generally? How to solve it? Blue screen of death. BSOD means blue screen of death. It is stop error. It's a system error. system. This error occurs generally at hardware or operating system kernel level. Okay, it's not a application related. Mostly not application, but sometimes application also causes, but mostly not. Okay, why it is occur? Incompatibility or conflicts between hardware, operating system, applications, settings, IRQ conflicts, virtual memory conflicts, okay, IO memory addressing conflicts can be occurs. So by changing of, sometimes you change BIOS setting, you got a BSOD. You add a hardware, it's not compatible, you got a BSOD. Okay. You update your drivers, it's not compatible, you may get a BSOD error. There is some between certain hardware, some IRQ address conflict in that. We see drive is full. Virtual memory related BSOD occurs. Virtual memory based BSOD occurs. You install an application that directly interacts with your hardware and create a conflict between the application related hardware to virtual hardware to your physical hardware. Then also you will get this BSOD. So what to do if you are getting BSOD? Just first we have to wait 100% completed. Let it system restart itself. Once system is restarted, if you don't get BSOD again, means it is resolved. If you got a BSOD again, what to do? Okay, try to go to system safe mode. Go to safe mode. In safe mode, if you don't get BSOD again, it's not a hardware related issue. Okay, so using, so, and in a safe mode also you can try to go to system restoration to restore your system earlier if possible. You restore into the previous state. So where the settings and changes are earlier good. You can try system restoration also. Okay. In safe mode, you can uninstall the drivers, uninstall the applications. Okay. In a safe mode, you can do it. Otherwise, you can try to do it with a system restoration. Okay. So this is very important two questions. How to improve system performance and what is BSOD. Okay. So there is two more points I will tell and we'll take a break. Guys, your system face some kind of issues. You want to know why you got that kind of issue or when it is got an issue. Like a BSOD occurs. Why you are getting BSOD? What kind of information, what is that related information you want to see? How to go? Go to the event viewer. Go to event viewer. In the event viewer, select Windows logs. So all your system related logs, hardware, software, application startup, login, logout, accessing files, all these related logs are stores and we can able to view those from Windows, sorry, event viewer. Okay, event viewer, your system. What are the systems? Like you created disk partition, install an application, you uninstall an application, everything is event. These events are enabled to be. I said two, right? So one more is application related issue. Application not opening. For example, Outlook application not working. Application not working. So you have to understand. Application not. VLC player application not working. Chrome browser application not working. Application not working or keep crashing. So one thing is go to the control panel. Okay, go to the programs and features. Select that application. Right click. You can find uninstall, change, or repair options also. Some application only uninstall. Some application you can find, uninstall or change. Some application will shows only application. Okay. Some applications you can able to do change or repair options also available. So select the repair option. So then you can repair your application also. The first option is go to control panel, programs and features. Select your application, right click, go to the repair array, go to repair or change options. So then select the repair, then you can repair your application. Still application is not working properly. Uninstall the application, restart your computer and reinstall the application. Okay. Application not directly. So once you are application. Okay. What I'm saying? Yeah. Uninstall the application, restart your computer and reinstall the application. Very simple. Anything, Outlook application not working, browser not working like that. This is the solution. Okay. Now take a break, guys. Meanwhile, if you got any questions also, put it in a chat box so I can able to understand it.